Shoresy has to gather some new guys and make old adversaries into allies. Now with Laura at Eddie's to discuss if they're ready for the next step and all that implies.
The views presented in this podcast are those of the speakers and do not necessarily represent the views of the U.S. Department of Agriculture or its components.
Give your balls a tug, tit fucker. That fresh produce stand there, that's a beauty.
What do you listen to?
My favorite murder podcast.
Taggart and Torrance podcast.
The produce stand.
Fucking sexy.
You heard the man. It's the Produce Stand, your favorite source for everything in the universe. I'm Al, your host. Tanya, Matt, and Victor are on the mics, and tonight we're going to build the winning team. And just like Dola, we're feeling blessed tonight to introduce tonight's guest panelist from Lansing, Michigan, currently living in Holland, Michigan, aka Dutch, Michigan. He works in agriculture. He's a cruiser, a hockey fan, and a newlywed. Congratulations. A longtime patron and a good guy. He's a really good guy. Please join me in making some noise for Dave.
Who wants to set the tone, boys? Who's going to fucking set it? Yeah! Whoa! Let's get on the go, boys. This team will never lose again.
Welcome back to the Produce Stand. Dave, how are you now? Oh, look at that. He got a kiss from his lovely bride.
Great. Good to be here.
And you were joining us from?
Zeeland, Michigan.
Zeeland, Michigan, not Holland, Michigan, but close enough.
Close enough.
Yeah. Congratulations, by the way, because last time we spoke, you weren't married. So this is a relatively new development.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
So you have been on the podcast before, like for our ag halls, but this is your first review recap episode, correct?
Yes, it is.
So let's do the quick questionnaire. Where and when did you discover either Letterkenny or Shoresy, whichever one you did first?
I had heard about it when it was announced before they ever started filming, and then forgot totally about it. And then the pandemic showed up and I started looking around and it wasn't available. And then just about the time the tour started, it made it to Hulu and I was hooked.
Very cool. And I mean, you were at the Shoresy Classic, the first one in Detroit. How did you have a good time at that?
We had a great time.
Mm-hmm.
We were right on the Blue Dogs Tunnel. So we were able to get lots of good photos and some signatures and had a great time.
All right, cool. Well, I mean, you're here because you're a longtime patron and we appreciate you for that. And we've seen you around all the ag halls. We've seen your name. So thank you and welcome. And we're going to get this rig rolling. Here we go.
Awesome.
Tonight's lineup is going to be Victor, Al, Matt, Tanya, and our guest Dave will have the last word. Victor, how have you been, bud?
I've been good. It feels like we just did this yesterday.
Well, you did it last Monday. It was a week ago.
I know. I can't believe a week has gone. I mean, that was such a fun, spicy episode that it does really feel like it was just a couple of days ago.
We got lots of feedback from that episode.
Well,
I'll read some of it later.
I'm looking forward to it because I like Matt, I'm not really on social, so I'm not sure what the buzz is. But I remember one positive thing. I think I shared it with you in the chat. One positive of being on the old Twitter was that we did those polls to find out how the community
science. They were
scientific Twitter polls. Yeah.
Scientific. Yeah. It was fun. It was fun to put the polls out there, see how the community.
See how wrong you were on every rating. Yeah.
And it's sometimes being wrong is feels much better than being right.
Okay.
But said nobody ever. But whatever.
Like going against the grain there, do you, bud?
Yes. So that was fun. So yeah, I'm definitely interested to hear if you have some news to share. That would be fun. So yeah, I think much happened. I've continued to be, I think I'm like 20%, no, 12%. I'm 12% into my 9,000 piece pseudo Lego project.
The Lego puzzle.
I've just connected the wings to the fuselage, and that was a very delicate operation. There's a few casualties, but so I'm going to have to retrace a few steps. But this thing is taken. I'm going to have to share some pictures soon. But this thing is taken up the entire room. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so it's. You know, if you find that kind of thing fun, then it's a lot of fun. To some, it might seem a bit daunting. Yeah, I don't know. I've been feeling creative. A lot of new, fresh tunes on the guitar there. So if you're looking to get into writing your own music, Al, I'm happy to
Well, these days I can't play much guitar, so yeah, might have to have you.
Well, apparently you can still sing. And by the way, congrats! You shared a video. I don't know if you were gonna.
I was going to talk about it, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well then I'll leave it to you. I'm not going to steal your thunder, but that was very, very cool to see, and cool. I'm looking forward to seeing more of it. But anyway, that's enough for me.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm next, so I'll talk about what you were alluding to. But first, I'll say, the last week I'm healing nicely. I'm on the mend. This past weekend was kind of a mixture of the best of times and the worst of times. I'll start with the worst. Sadly, Saturday we had to attend a funeral of a good friend of ours who passed from cancer. Cancer really fucking does suck, and it was horrible. And she was somebody I worked with in the past, and it was nice. I mean, sadly, it's nice to see people I haven't seen in many, many years. It sucks that's when we have to see each other during funerals and stuff like that. We're getting to that age, guys. So that was actually the same day though. The night before though. I was feeling well enough, and my band, The Weekends, had a gig Friday night at Donnelly's, which I wasn't going to play because obviously I can't yet. But they're kind of useless when it comes to setting up the PA system. So I did tell them that I'd go up there and set them up and do sound check and then leave. So that's what I did. I went up there. I pointed where everything needed to go and where all the cables needed to be plugged in, and the band put it all together. And then for sound check, Tanya and our daughter were there, and I just off the cuff, I said, "Hey, Veronica, if you want to come up and do a song with us for sound check, the band knows Under the Bridge. Why don't you come up and do that?" Because we knew that she knew how to play that. And to my shock, she said yes. And so she went up, and it was a full bar. Like, it wasn't empty. Like, there were a lot of people there. And this 12-year-old gets up with the professional band, and we played. And she knocked it out of the park. I shared the video with Victor and some other people, and she was amazing. So yeah, that's a core memory now that I'm going to have performing on stage with my daughter when she's 12, and she's killing it. So it was really cool. Other than that, let's see. I started Young Sherlock. Somebody was talking about it on Discord, and so far it's really good. It's an interesting twist on the story. It's on Prime if anyone's interested and likes Sherlock Holmes related material, which I do. And I also
Guy Ritchie did.
Yeah, it's a Guy Ritchie. Yeah, the only thing about it, and somebody was complaining about this there too, is like when you have a period piece but it uses modern music, it kind of takes you out of that. But it's because it's very stylized in that Guy Ritchie kind of way. But it's still pretty cool. And I also started a new series called DTF St. Louis, and that's with what's his name from Jason Bateman and from Smartless and from other things too, and the guy from Stranger Things. I forget his name. And Linda Cardellini, and it's a very promising story. It's only one episode so far, but it's pretty cool. It's called DTF St. Louis. So highly recommend those two shows if anyone's looking for something new to watch. Matt.
The Ozarks, I think, is the more popular show.
The more recent, of him. Yeah.
Yeah. Am I coming through okay?
You're breaking up here and there, so I don't know.
You're a wee bit robotic.
Your internet's a little.
Yeah, it's been cutting out a bit, so hopefully it doesn't last like this all night, but we'll see.
So far, so good.
Yeah, so my week, I mean, I'm over renos. So first the stairwell didn't go well, and then my painting and redo of the bathroom, I had to do that twice. Fucked that up too. So I'm 0 for 2 lately.
And you
So-
cut through your internet cable, clearly.
Apparently, I cut through my thing. Things are just. I need a little break. My kids' parenting has been exhausting lately. You know, I got 3 of them, and let's go through the roster. One is a bully, one is being bullied, and one is just irritating the shit out of me because he can't get his school shit together. So it's been a lot of fun. Yeah. And can you guess which one is the bully, not the bully? 1, 2, or 3? I'll answer for you. My little guy is the bully.
I was about to guess that the young one. Yeah.
Yeah. Little shithead has been getting us into trouble.
Oh no.
Yeah. So anyways, we're sorting that out. He's just having a little hard time regulating his emotions, as they'll say. So that's been fun. And then, my oldest is just, teenagers suck, man. I thought he was going to be the cool one, but now he's just pissing me off all the time.
Oh, wait till they get to college.
Oh, fuck, man.
Or university.
It's fine. It's not fine, but he's got this sort of ambitious approach. Like I think I mentioned, like he wants to be a vet and all this. I'm like, great, that's amazing. I support that. And then you go and get like a 60 in math. I'm like, you're not going to be a vet. Like,
been there, done that.
And he's got the ability, right? I'm like, he's so smart, but he's just right now. So I don't know how you deal with that. And so, and then trying to co-parent with his, with the former leader of North Korea there is very challenging. So
wow.
It's been a rough one, but we'll figure it out. I've got him for all of March break, so it's going to be boot camp over March break, and I'll come out the other side probably worse, but who knows? We're going to give it a try. But that's been my week.
Fun. Yes, Miss Casey, we did finish Bridgerton as well. Just so
I had that on my list.
All right, sorry. Go ahead. You're up.
Bridgerton. Oh my
Can't
god.
think of anything more torturous.
Oh no, take that back. I
will not.
It's just not nice. Bridgerton was fantastic. Oh my god, so good. I want to watch it all over again. It was that good.
Do you highly recommend it for Victor?
I really do. Victor, get over it. Come on, you got to get in on it. What
is
are you
Andrew
doing?
in it? Anyway,
your live stream's still on your phone. There.
Yeah, I know, because I'm going to take off again. I am the wearer of multiple hats right now. And I don't have a hat on, actually.
I'm taking one. I have some extra.
I'm taking a page. Okay. So Matt, I'm I'm vibing from you this week. So I wear many hats. I've lost complete and utter control. I feel, I don't know whether I'm coming or going. And when I get a moment to sit down, I have to get back up again. So it's been very hectic. But I'm also channeling you because I was going to take my bathroom apart. I was like DIYing.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Don't do it.
No, don't.
Listen to him.
Don't say that. No, I'm very confident in this. And then I'm like channeling you. And then I'm like throwing in a little bit of Casey in there. And I'm like, you know what? I could do this. I could totally do this.
Why are you bringing extra chaos into your life?
That's what she does. That's what she does. Oh, you got the blue spatula.
No. Okay, let me so listen, everything kind of has gone sideways. So the same day that Alan broke, no, it was the surgery. It was the day that you were going in for, that was the night before surgery. My shower decided to do like and it exploded and there was water going this way, that way, and everywhere. And so I have to replace the shower head.
Okay, that's mine.
And the hose, right?
Yeah, that's not.
That was easy.
But then I'm like, okay, I called Moen and I was like, okay, dudes, like I just bought this, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, totally best service ever, by the way.
You don't have to remove tiles to replace a shower head.
That's true.
You called Moen?
I did. Yeah. So
because they have lifetime warranty on their stuff.
So remember, we had like a leak and it flooded in the basement and blah, blah, blah. So I had just done that like a couple of years ago. I can't believe it was 2 years ago. Anyways, I just did that. And so I called them and said, we've got sprung a leak. And they were like, totally no problem. Here you go. We're going to send you a new one. So I have a new one coming. But then I thought, well, while I have some downtime here on the bathroom not being used, I should totally recaulk it and I'm gonna like scrape all of the caulking out and then recock
Yeah,
it
you
and
should.
right? Totally
Yeah.
easy.
Okay,
job.
that's still not something doable. I'm
Yeah.
still okay.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, it sounds like
Okay.
it's a rough week. I mean, I can offer an emotional support French fry if it's helpful.
What the hell is that?
Ooh.
That's weird.
Those are that's a
That looks like a consolation
that's
prize
really
or something.
large.
Well,
Where-
this one has sunglasses.
Where on earth did you get
No
such
idea.
thing?
No idea. This was a gift. Someone apparently thought I needed emotional support French fries.
That's really
But-
big. It's like
But there's
bigger
5 of
than
them,
your
so I
hand.
can share.
That's really cool.
Yeah, you have
What-
to explain, like for the listeners.
Yeah,
who
it's
don't-
like a large. What's it made
French
of? Is it
fries.
plush or is it just plush French fries?
Yeah, it's a plush French fry
Thing.
holder with 5 French fries in it that
With
you can
happy
take out.
faces. And then what do you do
Well,
with them?
One's got a happy face.
you
one's
beat
got
them?
Sunglasses.
Is
Do you
it a
beat
dog
somebody with
toy?
them?
Is it a dog
Oh,
toy?
you can beat each one of your kids with those.
Yeah, one of them's filled with cyanide. I don't know.
Oh.
Kidding.
Jeez.
Kidding, bad joke.
So wait. Okay, that was a detour. So Tanya, like,
Yes.
so what happened? So is
She
your
hasn't done it
bathroom-
yet.
Have you
She hasn't
have you
done it yet.
removed all the tiles yet?
No.
No.
Don't do that. Don't
But
do that.
I want to like scrape a little bit of grouting, and then I was like, I can't caulk that. I have to grout
You're not
that.
supposed to remove
Pro
grout.
tip on the caulking
Uh-huh.
is wet your finger.
Yes.
So you lay the bead, wet your finger, and then
Right.
nice and easy across. It won't
Right.
stick, and it'll spread very
There
nicely.
you
Now,
Make
did you
sure
do
you
it with or
clean
without
it.
the tape? I've seen. I've
Don't use the
DIY'd.
tape. Don't use the
No.
tape.
No.
That's amateurs, and it looks.
Well,
like
I
shit.
am. I am an
Well,
amateur,
no,
so I was like,
the point is to look better because mine are all like wavy, but it's it's a style
No,
thing.
it's
Tanya,
a
you
style
start.
thing.
You do it with your finger. You start, and you don't stop. You just go.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
just-
You
it's
just
true.
go.
You just,
have the
like-
confidence and just go.
Confidence.
And use your pinky so it's like very, very
No.
thin.
Oh, I use my thumb.
No,
I like to get
no.
that angle.
Yeah, no. It
Maybe
makes
that's
it
why
too
you have
thick.
bumps.
All right, let's move on
Makes it-
because it's Monday night
Too much caulking talk.
and there's a lot of cock talk right now.
And it's all right.
I was watching cock videos all night long on
While
Saturday.
I was asleep beside her, she was watching a
I
lot
was.
of cock. Dave, how have you been, bud?
On that
Pretty
note,
good.
So what do you do at the Department of Agriculture?
Primarily grade eggs.
Grade eggs. So whenever you see grade A eggs, that's you. You gave that grade.
Possibly. In the U.S., there's also grade AA.
Oh, so better than
So-
A.
Well, do you want the real reason or
Yeah.
the?
I want the reason that won't get you in trouble, bud. Whatever you.
learn me something about agriculture.
Yeah,
here.
tell us something about
It's
eggs.
primarily what I do is candle eggs.
Mhm.
And if you're not familiar with candling, it's when you were a kid and you held a flashlight up to your finger,
Yeah.
look through it,
Yeah.
and see the blood.
Mm.
You can do
Yeah.
the same thing with an egg
Okay.
and see the yolk inside.
I was doing that this morning. Never mind.
So the more distinct the yolk is,
Mhm.
the older the egg is. If it's
You
just
say,
a
when
blur,
you say distinct, like darker or
More
like it's not
opaque
as
kind of thing?
transparent, more opaque.
no, it's a fresh egg just out of the bird.
Mhm.
You can't see the yolk. It's just a
Ah.
splash of orange through the shell.
okay.
If it's been sitting around a while, you can actually see the same yolk that when you crack it open,
Okay.
the round sphere.
I need to.
I have a
go get my
question.
eggs.
I have an egg question.
Go. Crack an egg.
Okay.
So my egg question is here in Canada, we have refrigerated eggs. But when I go to Portugal, the eggs are on a shelf in the store beside
yeah.
the chips,
Not refrigerated.
not refrigerated. Why?
Why would he know? He doesn't live in Portugal. He lives in the U.S. They probably refrigerate.
But it's an egg.
Mm.
Do you know?
Because in Canada and the US, our eggs are washed as soon as they come in to be processed.
Okay.
And that removes a chemical bloom from the egg that prevents bacteria from getting through the shell.
Okay.
So they have to be refrigerated and kept refrigerated.
Huh?
In
Oh,
Portugal,
so we do have to refrigerate them.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
if they've been washed,
Okay.
and anything you buy in the store again, in the U.S. and Canada, has been washed, so you've got to keep them refrigerated.
Oh, interesting. There you go. We learned something new.
So
Good
in
question,
Portugal, they've not been washed, and you can just leave them out.
Yes.
Allegedly, yes.
I mean, it kind of feels like a
No
waste
allegedly
of a
about
process
it,
step.
Victor. Yes.
No, allegedly that's what's happening in Portugal. We don't know.
So Dave,
But think of the energy that would be saved in refrigeration. Like, I feel like that's
right. What's the point of washing them? You don't eat the shell.
Yeah, exactly.
okay, now I have two questions.
It makes it prettier.
So when I'm in Portugal, then should I wash the egg before I crack it? Like, is something going to get in because it's like never been washed?
How are you? If you're smashing it, maybe.
No.
Yeah, no. I mean, you can just crack it open and use it as you need it.
Just don't lick the shell.
Like a toad.
So weird. It is like, it's the weirdest thing when I see them, and it's just like, I don't think that's good. We need to go to another store.
Anyway.
Guess who's getting high and
Thank you,
flashlighting
Dave.
eggs later?
I appreciate the information. What egg do you prefer? That's my second question.
Over easy.
Like, no, but like
You
quail,
meant like omega egg
quail egg or chicken egg or like, I don't know what other eggs there are. Duck egg. Is that a duck egg? I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know.
Lots of duck eggs. Chicken is just fine with me.
Chicken's good.
There you go.
There you go. And he's an over easy guy.
What about
Over
caviar?
easy.
That counts, right?
Sure.
That's
All right,
pro.
let's get moving here, shall we? Oh man, it's getting derailed here. We have a full house in the live stream.
I have another egg question. I want to know. So I had a martini once.
Save it for the egg haul.
They used
Right.
They used egg whites in the martini. So you don't have to cook an egg white.
You should.
Yeah, I would think so, right? I don't know. That
Yeah,
was
but
weird.
the alcohol kills the salmonella. Anyway, let's move on,
I
shall we?
don't think that's true. I don't think that's true.
I've got a lot more egg content if you guys want.
Let's not. Let's move on, shall we? We have a full house in the live stream. I see you, Rocket Science, Jeff, Michelle's in there, Miss Casey's in there. I see Zach's in there. So let's get going here.
Previously.
Last week we covered episode 2 of Shoresy 5, the great one. That episode sparked quite the debate and received a compost rating from Jay, Matt, and myself, a clearance from Tanya, and a spiteful fresh from Victor.
A spiteful fresh.
This week we cover episode 3 of Shoresy 5, Winning Culture. Tanya, are you ready?
Fuck yeah, hell yeah.
Matt, are you ready?
Let's get on the go.
Victor, are you ready?
It is.
Dave, are you ready?
Yahoo!
All right.
Fucking going.
Here we go.
Let's get on the go, boys.
We open with an actual cold open featuring Shoresy and Laura Moore sitting in their booth at Eddie's.
You look so good. I'm in danger of suffering a penile injury in my pants.
Should I move my foot?
I swear to God, I would paper cut my own eyelid for a wet willy from you.
You gotta style all your own, Shoresy.
Well, it got me the hottest girl in Sudbury. Let's fucking go.
But that kind of sweet talk doesn't work on me anymore.
Why? Huh?
Because you told Wayne Gretzky you'd let him close an elevator door on your nuts.
I'd let the great one sauce pox into my teeth. That's fucking 99.
Let's get serious.
I'm super serious.
These are my terms.
Oh my God.
You can stay over on nights I don't have my kid.
I already stay over on nights you don't have your kid.
Well, we work our way up to you staying over on nights I do have my kid.
So we're working our way up to me staying over on nights you don't have your kid, and also
Nights I do have my kid.
So we're working our way up to
Moving in together.
Yeah! Yes!
Sit down, Shoresy.
Yeah!
He said sit down.
Oh my God, you made me the happiest girl alive.
I'm ready for this.
We're gonna have so much fun. We're gonna stay up late. We'll drink pop.
But
we'll watch wrestling.
I want my kid to let me know when he's ready for this.
Then we wait for the kid.
Laura asks Shoresy if he's cool with how slow things are moving, says that her friends think she's slow playing him too much. Shoresy's just impressed that she talks to her friends about him. He asks her what she tells her friends about him.
I say you do nice things for me.
Well, fine, I'll buy you breakfast, but it's your turn and that's your rule, not mine.
I think you do just about anything for me.
Want to see if I can swallow that salt shaker?
I say you keep me entertained.
Well, I'm crazy about you and I don't care who knows it, Eddie!
Okay, Shoresy.
You make my life easier. What do you say?
Don't.
Don't what? What do you say?
Just like how good it feels, like feel something.
What are you doing?
Feel something like For real?
Stop that.
I'm starting to think maybe I never would.
I will kick you in your nuts.
People say manifesting is stupid. It's silly.
Okay, I know you're joking, but this is so dumb. I won't even joke about it.
But I did it.
Did what? Manifested something? What did you manifest?
Shoresy starts giggling bashfully. Laura gets up to sit beside Shoresy in the booth to snuggle, and we get the title card. All right. That was a true cold open. Victor, you're first. What did you think of that cold open?
It was, I mean, the cold open on its own merits is fine. I know people that are in love with them being in love are going to,
oh yeah, you hate Bridgerton, so you hate love. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's fine. So I think it's okay on that level. For me, kind of the whole thing is very nostalgic, right? Because it kind of takes us back, and it was nice to see Eddie get his 15 minutes of fame, or seconds, or 5 seconds. 2 seconds of fame. But he got 2 lines in that one. That was really cool. So I'm kind of, I thought it was good, but it was, I give it extra points for the nostalgia factor for us.
Okay. On the live stream, Zach loves the dialogue. I see you, Rocket Science Dad says he's on the Chad wagon here for this one. Yes, this would definitely make Chad's top scene if you were still doing that. Miss Casey thinks it's a top 3 cold open. I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was cute. It was everything that you said it was. I mean, it wasn't super funny, although Shoresy was very funny, the way he was kind of being all bashful and giggly, and what did he say? You made me the happiest girl or something. That was very cute. And then having Eddie kind of reprimand him and tell him to shut up and sit down was it was a lot of fun. Matt, what did you think?
Yeah, I mean, I wrote down classic Laura and Shoresy scene. Like, this is what we've come to love with these two. The banter's great. His ridiculousness is always just adorbs. Chef's kiss on this one. It's great.
And they're taking the next step, which is exciting. I think we were all kind of hoping that we'd see that. Yeah.
I called it, right? Did I not say last week? The first time, first episode. Yeah. I said, this feels like a dad moment. When he was talking to as a coach and Jack and trying to talk him up and get him. I'm like, this is taking that direction. This is kind of like, I feel like this is the next step for their relationship, is that he's going to meet the kid, or that, they take that to the next level. And here we are. We're here. I love it. I love it. I love it. Happiest girl alive is what he said. I love seeing Eddie. I love his sign was there. He was there. The booth was there. And the fact that Laura got up and, sat in beside him, just so cuddly, cozy, cutesy, wootsy. I love it. Just like Matt said, chef's kiss.
All right. And Dave, what did you think of that cold open?
Good cold open. Laura Moore, enough said.
Yeah, enough said. There you go. All right, let's move on to first scene. We cut to Nat's office. Shoresy is there with Nat and management. Nat's talking about how unbeatable the EU team is. They're 7-0. Every one of them is an ex-professional player. Their average height is 6'5". They're killing everyone. Their goalie won an Olympic gold. Shoresy asks the women, how do you eat an entire elephant? When they can't answer, he says, you eat them one bite at a time. Incredulous, Nat asks Shoresy if he thinks the Bulldogs can beat the EU All-Stars. Shoresy says, no way. Both Meeg and Zeke get annoyed and ask what they're even doing there then. Shoresy suggests that they form an all-star team of their own from the No-Show, plus some other guys. Nat decides the team will be called the No-Show North Stars. Meeg and Zeke love the name. Shoresy doesn't care. Matt asks him who he thinks should be on the team, and Shoresy promises a roster by the end of the week. Nat asks whether the players are where they're going to be coming from, and Shoresy answers from North America, and Zieg responds with sarcasm.
Well, that narrows it down.
Did you not give it its kibble this morning?
Fuck you, Shoresy.
Like, when you must keep some extra pellets in your pocket by now, no?
And you're certain these guys from North America will get on a plane to Sudbury for this?
To play a team of Euros, they're saying better at our game than we are?
Yes.
They'd walk.
Nat asks Shoresy how they could help Shoresy, and he says he just needs to borrow her service dog for the first call. He's referring to Zieg. Zieg asks who Shoresy needs her to call. Next scene, it's Shoresy and Zieg in Nat's office now, alone. They're on the call with none other than Gorgeous Gord Gallant.
Gorgeous Gord Gallant.
Fancy seeing you here. To what do I owe the pleasure?
It's going to be a real long road if you want to talk like a fruit, Gord.
Twice in 2 days, Iguan. How'd I get so lucky?
What does he mean twice in 2 days?
What does he mean?
I banged him on Zoom last night.
Ew.
It was a first for me.
Not for me.
On this computer?
We're assembling a team to play the EU All-Stars.
Whoa, those guys are bigger than me.
Can you fly here this week?
To play on the team?
Go to bake muffins.
I'd walk.
Told you.
You better bring some fucking Gatorade, Cord.
Yeah, bring her a pig's ear, too. She loves those.
Fuck you, Shoresy.
Oh, hey, can you hang out for the next call here?
Why?
Because you're the only one I've ever seen communicate successfully with them.
Who?
We hear a chime, and then we see the Freezer twins join the Zoom.
Yes. Guys, have you heard of this EU All-Star team that's over here killing everybody?
Yes. When? You were at McDonald's.
We're putting together a team to play them.
Where?
Here.
When?
Good question. When?
Matt just asked that.
No, I was asking Zeke.
What?
When we're playing the EU All-Stars.
Why?
Because I don't know the answer. Zeke, when is the game?
Soon.
My cousin Tim's birthday is July 9th.
Oh my God.
The game will be before that.
Okay, because I can't play that day.
It'll be in the next couple weeks, right?
I don't know.
No, I was asking Zeke.
Do you know? Do I know what?
Yes, the game will be within the next couple of weeks.
Do I know if I'm going to Tim's birthday? Yes.
Guys, let's focus here.
It's glow in the dark bowling.
Nat is going to fly you guys to Sudbury to play in a hockey game against the EU All-Stars.
Soon?
Yes.
How soon? Because Survivor's almost done.
I got Spaceballs vibes from that. How soon is now? Or no, when will then be now? Soon. After the frustrating exchange, Shoresy wonders out loud if there's any reason these need to be on Zoom. They all agree to divide and conquer. So next scene, cue the musical montage set to the song Let It Go by Cotier. You got to love a good assemble the team montage. We start with Dolo walking into the strip club VIP lounge where Delaney is getting a lap dance. Delaney peeks out from behind the lap dance, sees Dolo, smiles. He's in for the game. Cut to someone working under a kitchen sink. It's Schnurr. His phone rings. He answers, listens for a second, then says he's in without hesitation. Cut to a kitchen in an Italian restaurant. The phone rings. Our buddy Sly Silvestri answers it. Again, without hesitation, he agrees to join, hangs up, and leaves for Sudbury. Cut to the woods where big, ugly Palmers chopping firewood. Schnurr and Delaney walk up, inform him that they're playing the EU All-Star game. Palmer puts his axe down and joins them. And then cut to the prison yard. A sea of orange jumpsuits parts as the three gyms walk through the yard. Then cut to the front of the Sudbury Arena. The gyms join the others who are hanging out in front having a smoke. Next scene, all the players are now sitting in the stands of the Sudbury rink. They seem confused as to why they aren't in the dressing room.
Why are we sitting out here?
It's nice out here.
As opposed to where, Delaney, the furthest bathroom stall from the door?
Dressing room?
Shut up, you fucking cokehead.
I'd rather be out here personally. The dressing room's dank. It's dry.
I don't think something can be both dank and dry.
It can't.
It's terrible for your skin.
Any French guys here?
Or French, bro. Just give me a quick.
Why?
I don't like fucking French guys.
Well, I don't like fucking them either, but there's no reason to be disruptive, old man.
You should get a humidifier in.
Don't be so aggressive. Don't be such a pussy.
Let's just go to the room.
Oh, we don't have a room.
Shut the fuck up, Michael.
We don't have a dressing room?
Not at this juncture.
Schnurr puts his hand up to speak, and the others make fun of him for doing so. Schnurr suggests that rather than clashing over trivial matters, they should focus on what really matters, beating the EU. That's what Shoresy's trying to do. They all ask Shoresy to get to the point then, so Shoresy tries to nonchalantly bring up the fact he spoke to Wayne Gretzky.
You guys happen to know anyone with a cereal, a winery, and 2,857 NHL points?
Shoresy's question is met with confused silence, and then finally Gallant says Wayne Gretzky. The players obviously know of him, but they don't know him.
I was talking to Wayne the other day. Gretzky.
Really?
Yeah, really.
You serious, Shoresy?
Wait, heard of him?
Yeah.
What did you talk about?
Me and Gretzky? Oh, man. Well, he's like, how's it going? And already I'm thinking, this is crazy.
That's so crazy. What else did you talk about?
He's just like, what's new? Just like really easy to talk to when you might not think he would be.
That's so cool.
And anyway, we could chat a little bit more, and he says that he watched us on TV.
Wayner.
Yeah. National Senior Tournament on Bro Dude.
Great.
Oh. Says he loves how we play. What? Oh.
99.
Yeah. I'm just standing there minding my own business. The great one walks over, says, you're going to give me something to watch next year, right?
Yeah.
What did you say?
Ask and you shall receive, Mr. Gretzky.
You really said that?
Well, no, I fucking wish I could be that cool in front of the great one. Probably said something like, sure. We are going to give him something to watch this year. Called the No-Show North Stars.
Yeah.
We're going to be playing the EU All-Stars.
Yeah.
And boys, we're going to do some real bad shit to those guys.
Oh, yeah.
Shoresy says, first things first, they have to build a winning culture. And there are two things you need to build a winning culture. First thing is names. Take care of the people that take care of us. Know their names. Chat them up. Be good to them. So Shoresy takes his new team on a tour to learn people's names. People like
Emily. She works the ticket window, runs the 50-50, and one time she put her hand on my leg at a Christmas party. Now, sometimes Emily's got her granddaughter Ethel with her. And I know it's kind of weird because, like, Emily's old with a young person name, but Ethel's young with an old person name. But that's just like an example of the type of thing you can chat to her about when you stop by to see how she's doing. What's her name?
Emily.
Production note, Emily, played by Verlin Robinson. She's a driver on the crew and has worked on many notable productions such as Letterkenny, Shoresy, The Lake, What Would Sal Do, The Amazing Race Canada, tons. She's been on the crew for a while there in Sudbury. This seems to be her first on-camera appearance. Next up, we meet Kev.
This is Kev. Drives a Zamboni. Keeps the ice clean for us. He's here every night past 11 with the beer leaguers and back every morning at 6 a.m. for the Timbits kids. He's one of the greatest community members Sudbury's got. Might even be a bigger beauty than Emily. Figuratively. And literally, I guess. What's his name?
Yeah.
Kev's played by Kevin Kasunik, and as far as I can tell, he is a member of the arena staff, so he could very well be the Zamboni driver. And finally, there's Santiago and George.
This is Santiago and George. George spelled with a J, which I think is a pretty cool way to spell it. They don't even speak English. Now, these guys clean the rink, which means that every time some asshole spits their gum into the urinal, they gotta fish it out. And every time some drunk hurls a sidewalk pizza in the stands, they gotta mop it up. Now, they won't say much, but they love donuts. So if you're stopping by Tim's on the way to the rink, it's a honey cruller for Santiago and a Boston cream for George. If you grab a maple dip for Kev, I doubt he'd complain. What's their names?
Santiago and George.
What's his name?
Kev.
What's her name?
Emily.
Hell yeah, fuck yeah.
Production note, Santiago, played by Isbac Reyes, and George is played by Juan Echeverria. Isbac is an aspiring Mexican-Canadian actor. His only credits are Shoresy and Sheriff County, and Juan is a Sudbury-based photographer. Back in the arena, Shoresy announces the first team practice, but Gord Gallant interrupts. He wants to know what the second key to a winning culture is. Shoresy answers simply, beers. Next scene, cue the next musical montage set to The Music Began to Play by Mark Knight and Armand Van Helden. We get shots of Sudbury at night, the Big Nickel and then the Coulson. The new no-show North Stars are drinking it up and partying with each other at the bars. The bar's packed, people are dancing. Palmer, fireman, carries a woman out onto the dance floor with him, puts her down and starts twirling her. Nat walks in looking for Shoresy, spots him and makes a beeline to him. She asks Shoresy if he's done a head count. One of the players is missing. It's Delaney, their leading scorer. Shoresy's annoyed, but Delaney is most likely in the strip club side of the bar. Nat reminds him that this is a team mixer and demands that Shoresy find his player. So Shoresy makes his way over to the strip club part of the bar. He sees Meeg and Michaels chatting and pokes fun at Michaels for thinking he has a chance with Meeg. Then he sees Delaney sitting in Pervert's Row with a very well-endowed, artificially inflated dancer in his lap.
Delaney.
Half of this bar is a strip club.
This is a team mixer.
Yeah, but half of this bar is a strip club.
We're here to get to know each other.
At a strip club? That's kind of weird.
No, only half of this bar is a strip club.
Want to come back in 10?
We're here to build a winning culture, Delaney.
Kid 5.
You can't build a winning culture unless every guy buys in.
I know.
Every single guy.
Absolutely.
So then what are you doing on the strip club side of the bar when there's a team mixer on the club side of the bar?
You brought me to a bar where half
Not
of the strip...
buying in.
All right, man. I'll buy in.
No, you won't.
I'm buying in.
No, you fucking aren't.
I'm in. Now let's fuck these zeros up.
Yeah, unless we're playing at a rink where half of it's a strip club.
Now we're talking.
Oh, you fuck. You're cut.
Fuck off.
No, we don't need you to get out of here.
Oh, come on, man. It's the first night. What do I have to do?
We're going to do some real bad shit to these guys, Delaney, and we can't do it unless every guy buys in.
I'll do it.
The Heroes are 7-0.
I have to be on this team, Shoresy. I'll do anything.
I don't believe you.
How do I prove it? Let me prove it.
Shoresy thinks for a moment, then looks around. He notices the members of the Sudbury 5 basketball team sitting in the corner getting a table dance and had an idea. He tells Delaney that they don't have a dressing room. They lost it to the guys and indicated the basketball players sitting in the corner. He tells Delaney that if he wants to be on this team, he needs to go get their dressing room back. Next scene, cue another musical montage, this time set to Freedom by Steve Angelo, or Angelo, I'm not sure. We get a long shot of a stripper dancing at her pole, and then suddenly broken glass goes flying in the air. Delaney is at the table confronting 3 of the basketball players, yelling at them. At first, the players want nothing to do with him, but then his taunts push them over the edge, and they stand up and start shoving Delaney, who throws anything he can pick up at them. Shoresy just stands there watching the scene. Nat joins him. Bouncers get involved, but Delaney's still outnumbered. That is until the Gyms run up and join the fight, followed by Palmer, and then finally Hitch and Goody. We get a few more shots of the strippers on stage, but now the entire hockey team is sitting in Pervert's Row, cheering them on and drinking beer after their fight with the basketball players. Shoresy and Nat still watch on. A bloody and battered Delaney limps up to them. Shoresy offers his hand, and they both shake on Delaney's buy-in. Scene 8, cut to the next scene. The bar's quiet. It's just Shoresy and Nat sitting in Pervert's Row. The dancers are gone.
That's how you build a winning culture.
Everybody buys in.
Who are you going to do this with?
Do what?
Coach.
What?
Every coach needs an assistant.
Yeah, a little good cop, bad cop.
Singer?
What, so we can see Michaels try to wheel his girl?
Try.
She's way too hot for him.
You think?
She's such a little sweetie. She's just such a little cutie.
I saw her and Michaels make out on the security cameras.
Really?
I saw them making out tonight.
Really?
And her and Sanger split.
Really?
Does she look like the type to step out?
No. Well, she's such a little sweetie. She's such a little cutie.
So then who's your assistant coach?
Shoresy takes a long beat, then looks at Nat and tells her that she should be the assistant coach. Nat stares back at Shoresy, unsure of whether to take him seriously, and then asks him, "Are you serious?"
No.
Oh my God.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, fuck you,
You've never
Shoresy.
skated a day in your life.
I skated for years.
Not on men's skates.
You are such an
You
idiot.
gonna fucking teach him how to toe pick?
Then who?
My brother.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
No, don't ask me that.
Why not?
It gets bad when I have to talk about him.
What do you mean?
Trust me, it gets bad.
Well, you're gonna have to talk about him. We're announcing it, and I promised someone the exclusive.
At first, Shoresy's confused. Then it dawns on him who Nat's talking about. But before he can protest,
I'm Jory Jordan, and this is a Sudbury Kids Sport Report exclusive. A respected coach, feared player, beloved boyfriend, an overall stand-up guy. That guest was unable to make it today, so instead we've got formerly number 69 Shore. Shoresy, the growing sentiment around town and on socials is that the no-show North Stars is full of irrelevant, washed-up losers who couldn't get a win if it was listed for free on Kijiji.
What's the question?
No question. More to that, for years now, you've surfed the line between sinfully ugly and eye-wateringly stupid. Period. With Shoresy today is his newly appointed assistant coach and brother, Morris.
Call me Mo.
It's the OG right there. What's up, big homie? That's what it do. Shoresy, last time I checked, white people can't call black people brother like black people can call black people brother. What makes you think you're somehow above convention here?
He's actually my brother.
Ah, mixed race parents. You know what it is.
No.
No?
My dad is white.
Are you sure?
We don't know our moms.
Well, I bet yours is not Nordic.
We're adopted.
You're adopted brothers.
Yes.
I was gonna say mixed race parents all day, but it is rare to see someone that white procreate with someone that black. Shoresy, you've never had an original thought in your life. Tell me, how did you land on my boy here as your assistant coach?
Shoresy immediately starts choking up when he talks about his brother to Jory.
Oh man, just there's just no one in the world I respect more, and because I respect him so much and trust him so much, and because I love him so much.
Can you elaborate on that, Shoresy?
Just for everything he did for me growing up. See, he's always looking out for me and he's making sure nothing bad ever happened to me. And so.
Final scene, cut to after the interview, Shoresy and Nat walking the halls of the arena talking about how the interview went. Nat consoles Shoresy. At least he didn't start sobbing. Nat asks Shoresy what Mo's strengths are as a coach, and Shoresy tells her Mo keeps things simple. Then they're interrupted by Mo, who wanted to see the dressing room. So does Nat. Shoresy says it's not their room anymore. Nat asks Mo if it's nice. He invites them to go see it. It's unlocked and no one's around. So they go see the room and call the rest of the team to see it with them. They can't believe it. The room has been painted black, orange, and crimson of the Sudbury 5 basketball team. There's a TV hanging in the center of the room with the team logo. The team motto is written above, "Good is not good if better is expected and best is possible." Nat preferred her motto of "for the community, by the community." There's no sign left of the Blueberry Bulldogs anywhere. Mo turns the TV on to the game between the EU and Edmonton. Edmonton's already down 4-0. The players watch as the Canadian team is getting beaten badly. The period ends with the EU up 6-0. Between periods, Nick interviews the EU head coach Teppo Mackey.
Teppo, some crease crashing from Edmonton this period, but Cedarstrom has stood tall. He's a brick wall up there.
It's just nice to finally see a bit of pushback from Edmonton here. Nice to see some fight from anyone on this side of the pond.
You're garnering quite the reputation for your spicy quotes, coach.
We are all watching the same game, yeah? The reputation for tough hockey here has expired. Undeserved.
The game continues and the EU pile on the hits and the goals. The final for the game is 11-0. The no-show North Stars watch the entire game, unfazed by the outcome. Their resolve now stronger than ever, and we fade to black. All right, that is the episode. And we start with Victor. Victor, your initial thoughts on this episode?
Oh my goodness. All right. So maybe first I'll kind of go through the good things.
Yeah.
So well, obviously the Freezer twins scene was pretty funny.
Yeah.
With who's on first game. That was good. Jordan was a good scene, lots of fun. But at the same time, it was also a nice scene to see we've been asking more of the family, and now we got Mo back.
Yep.
And that was very sweet. So it was kind of like a wholesome sweetness inside this very funny sketch. So that was kind of cool the way they did that. The rink scene was good. You guys are probably not going to like it because there's more Gretzky glazing, but overall, I thought it was a pretty good scene. Lots of back and forth. And they gave Sanger closure, so that was good. So we can kind of put that to rest. He split. He's not coming back. All right. So the things that maybe that weren't so great. So at the bar, so this is not necessarily in order, but just put some thoughts down. So at the bar, they're giving Nat's giving Shoresy the business for Delaney not being there.
Yeah.
And the first thing we see as soon as he goes into the strip bar is Michaels and Meeg hanging out. It's like, well, why are they allowed to be there and not?
Yeah, Michaels
Delaney?
is on the team too. Yeah.
Yeah. So that kind of right away, that was a bit of a distraction, saying like, okay, what the hell is this?
It's like a continuity issue.
Yeah. Then the whole thing with the room, right? So this whole kind of started last episode, and I think the whole premise is flawed.
Okay.
So they lost the rink. And with the rink, they lost the room. The basketball players didn't take it from them. They just took a vacant room that nobody was using. They made a whole thing about it, but it's not a thing. It's like there's nothing to take back. They lost the rink, and with the rink, they lost the room. The basketball players don't own the room. They're using it because they get to play in the rink, and no shows don't.
Yeah,
like it's just that simple. So as far as they're concerned, they don't even know that they're doing anything wrong. They're just playing basketball using a room that you would expect to have.
Yeah.
So I feel like that whole thing is a bit forced and a bit flawed. But anyway, it's fine. You can kind of, force a story out of it. But then at the end, it almost feels like, and maybe it's just me, but it almost feels like the way they, he came all kind of beaten up. Like, so did he get the room back? Or are they just happy that he got the team together, right? That they,
I think that's more the thing. Yeah,
well, that's but so in the moment, I don't think that was clear. It became clear later during a later confusing scene where they're going to the locker room, and you're thinking, oh, okay, they're going to this locker room that they got back. For those that thought that that's what happened, and then it's like, oh no, they're not supposed to be there. They kind of left it open and they kind of snuck in, and so that was just a little bit. It was a little clumsy.
Sure.
That's all. It was a little clumsy. Let's see here. The way that Shoresy was talking about Gretzky is the way that we talk about Kiso. So I thought that was very meta for us.
Sure. Yeah.
And I don't think that was accidental. Like, I don't think that was a nod towards us, obviously.
Right.
I'm just saying generally that's kind of what people say about Kiso. And that's how he described Gretzky. I don't think that's an accident. let's see. Name scenes was good. Oh yeah, and then the whole thing with the strip club. So let's talk about this for a second. You know, maybe you guys will disagree. I don't know. You know, you're in your early 20s. Every strip bars are cool. You're kind of doing your rounds, and it's done. Once you're like these, I don't know how old are these guys supposed to be in their 40s, maybe, right?
I mean, 30s or 40s,
Whatever.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, like what maybe small towns are different, but it's just a little bit cliche or a little bit boring. Like, what are you doing hanging out at a strip club? And then the thing with the strip
But
club,
it's part of the bar. So
no,
it's easy.
I know.
You just go around the corner.
I get it. It's part of your Donnelly's or whatever.
No, not Donnelly's. The Village Inn in Bradford is the same way.
Yeah. I get it. You guys,
That's where you going Saturday night.
You guys in your small towns. But the whole thing, they fixated on the strippers a little too much and a little too long. Like we don't need. If you want to give us eye candy, give us some nice looking women, not strippers. Like you know that inflated.
The one on Delaney's lap was ridiculous. So, like she was like,
she might be a very nice young lady. So nothing, not knocking her, but come on, that's not a real person. Like that's, you know what I mean? Like that's not exotic or romantic or whatever the word is. It's like, that's, if you want to show off Sudbury's good looking women, maybe don't start at the strip club.
Sure. Awesome has a pretty good point in the live stream. She thinks maybe Jared wants to give the Coulson their flowers for making a comeback, because Coulson did have the fire and they were shut down for a while. So the fact they were making a big deal of the strip clubs back, they're kind of, reflecting real life there. Yeah.
And I guess if there's this kind of meta tagline in there, fine. But I just know that I would throw away an episode for that. Like, I don't know.
I don't know if they did, but I hear what you're saying. But I don't know if they threw a whole episode away.
No, I'm not saying they threw it away for that. But it's just like you only have 25 minutes to do an episode, and it's like
there were some very long, lingering shots on dancers.
It was just a little. It was a little long. It was longer, and sometimes 2 seconds too long is just. It removes the taste and makes it tasteless, and that's all.
Okay.
Anyway, so maybe there was a few other things, but I'll come to it. I think I've been talking for a while.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, it makes you wonder if Tierney was still directing, how those scenes might have been. Just the timing of those scenes might have been slightly different. Who knows? Anyway, all the good stuff for this one. Love the cold open. Anytime Shoresy and Laura Moore are together. So much fun. I'm a big fan of any movie or TV show that has that montage scene of getting the team together, going out, they did it in Letterkenny too. When they got the hockey team back together, was it the Shamrock? I forget. Anyway. And this time is the same thing, going to Gord, going to Schnur, going to Silvestri, and getting them all to come back. I love those scenes. It was great to see Jory back. And also, I agree with Tanya saying, or with Mo, or Victor, I think you mentioned Mo's back. And he's actually going to be playing looks like a bigger part in this season, which is exciting because we've always said that we loved meeting Shoresy's family. And we'd love to see more of them. So we heard his dad on the phone in the first episode of this season, and now we're seeing Mo. So that's positive. Nothing overly negative for me on that scene. Yes, there's a whole Gretzky glazing again, but that scene was kind of short, so I can forgive it. It's just a continuation of last time. If you guys noticed, I don't think I clipped it, but they're talking. There's in every Shoresy season, they always have something that they refer to throughout the season, and then it pays off at the end. This time, it seems to be that church league hockey team and how nasty they are. And I don't know where that's going, but they've now mentioned it in every episode. So it's going to be interesting to see where that leads. But yeah, overall, nothing super negative about this episode. I think it was fine. And there was a lot of really positive points there. So Matt, what did you think?
So so I'm going to take a different angle. First, I'll mention the Gretzky glazing didn't bother me in this one. I thought it was tasteful. I thought it was done appropriately, and I had no issue with it. I will say this one brought some laughs, and I was happy to see that because the last couple of episodes, especially last one, we were talking about how the funny seems to have exited a bit from the show. And I kind of made a brief list of some of the moments that really caught me. Like as an example, as part of that montage when they went and got Palmer, and I probably got it wrong, but I think it was like Delaney and Schnur or something just popped up in the woods nowhere. Like I don't know if you noticed that Palmer was chopping wood. They just like walked through the woods. No road, no nothing. That fucking slayed for me. Shoresy messing with Nat was so great about being coach. Jory, the comment about bet yours isn't Nordic. To Mo just absolutely killed me. We finally got a Zoom call sequence. We talked about in a previous season around a couple of seasons ago when that was a real missed opportunity with the webinars stuff. I was so happy. Where I think they missed an opportunity is they should have like framed the Freezer twins really awkwardly somehow. Like they didn't know how to use Zoom. I think they were the ones that could have been done, like would just been in their foreheads or something. But I was happy to see that. And then right down to like Palmer being front and center and the rink scene. He's a big dude and he so awkwardly took up that space. There were some things that really made me laugh. You guys have touched on a lot of story stuff. I'm going to comment on the production of this one. I loved this episode from a production value. There was so many good things they did in this episode. Highly intentional shot selections from like the montage sequence, the constant movement, the transition between each one. I thought was beautifully put together. The rink meeting shot really was just perfection for me. Right down to the closing montage when they're all watching the TV and they're all framed very intention. I love that kind of stuff. It feels very like that goes back to Letterkenny roots and where everything was very, they had their playbook. It was nice to see that. And it was done continuously. So the sequencing throughout the episode flowed really well. In and out of each scene. So I thought everything was very intentional and I fucking loved it. I actually even sent a message to Drew McLeod saying, dude, I love the cutting on this episode. When they did like the meeting of the arena staff and they just transitioned to one, it's like, meet Emily. And it cuts out like it was so tight. I just loved it. There was just so many good things. And the montage, I wrote it as like the Avengers Assemble montage, where they came together, right? From a production standpoint, I just don't think you get much better than this. Like I know there's different opinions on this one, and a couple of other seasons I've done this. I picked this as well. To me, this is like an award-worthy episode in terms of production value. The direction on this, the sequencing on this, the cutting on this was. I don't see how any episode's going to get much better than that from that perspective, from my eyes. I especially watching it back a second time, I just caught all these little moments. So really, really a lot of, and then what I'll say, which was like, and if this didn't give you guys goosebumps, you probably were watching correctly. That final moment when they're all looking at the camera and then all in unison, their eyes pan down and look directly into the camera.
Oh, I missed that one.
I watched that back I
didn't know that they all did. I noticed that Shoresy did. I watched it back 5 times.
I'll have to rewatch.
It's beautiful, man. It's so in sync. Like
when did they do it?
Right at the end when they're watching.
When they're watching the TV.
Yeah, and then they look down because the EU.
It's right before. It's the last second before the credits.
Yeah. Me, it was like the culmination of a perfectly cut episode. Was that moment when they all in sequence looked at the camera? It was beautiful. So bravo to the production team on this one. It was really, really well
but you have to enjoy the chocolate bar, not just the wrapper.
I did though. I didn't have anything I disliked.
I've got other compliments for the production team as well. But let's move on to before I get to Tanya though, in the live stream, the stripper scenes supposed to illustrate how strippers are people. If that was the case,
wrong.
Give them a line or two, then make them do more than just be eye candy, right? Like have them say something, then like have them be part of the scene in some way. They really weren't except as eye candy. So
if that was the point, they failed.
Yeah, exactly. And Tanya, what did you think?
Is the Colson half a strip club? Oh, in real life, it is. Okay, I did not know that.
We never went in there because it was closed, I think, when we were there or something.
Yeah,
because of the fire. Yeah,
I don't even remember. I know we stood outside and we took a picture. Did we not? I feel we did. Yeah. So I feel like I'm more leaning towards things that Victor said. I kind of felt the same way about this episode, where I was a little bit confused too when they walked into the strip club part and Michaels was there. And I was like, so he didn't count? Like, so I know they kind of, play that kind of comedy with him that he doesn't count as part of the team. So
he's the goalie, right?
Maybe it was
goalies are
that
weird.
angle. There were a few things that rubbed me the wrong way on this one. The Palmer with the girl on his shoulder and walking down and getting fist bumps. I didn't like that at all. Like
I'm with you on that one. That one rubbed me.
That one was an ick moment for me. I was like, no, like really no. Like I didn't like that one. I didn't like that one. I think for the most part, I love the cold open. I thought the Freezer twins was funny. The banter on that. Nat's office, Zeke. I thought she held her own. The dressing room, again, I was confused too. I'm like, okay, so but if they don't have ice anymore because there's no team, why? I don't understand the whole the dressing room. Like, it's not theirs. Like that's no one's fault. So that for some reason, again, my ick kind of didn't understand why. I understand the fight broke out because he needs to show that he's part of the team and that
he's dedicated,
he's ready to, that he's bought. I understand that part.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why the fight was necessary beyond that.
Sure.
Because there's really no need for that. Like that's just, you're being an
basketball players didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, you're just being an asshole, really. Like I understand. Again, I understand the buy-in part, but I just don't like the storyline of why that happened, because it was just you.
Sure.
I feel like the hockey players were being the assholes then.
Yeah. Matt's youngest would understand.
He's such a douche right now.
I love that Mo's in. We always talk about, or at least I feel like I'm always talking about wanting more of that family. I love how Shoresy was choked up talking about his brother and, head down. And Jory, he always holds his own and keeps the kind of that kind of banter going. And the EU, that seems to be the storyline,
Yeah,
right?
that's the main. Yeah, that's the boogeyman.
Is the fight that is yet to come.
Yeah. All right, Dave. What are your initial impressions on this?
Well, every time I see the Freezer twins, I get Polichetti vibes.
Fair.
So I want to know who the twins are going to be in the Bear.
Oh, okay.
They're going to be the Bear.
What else? I was greatly amused when Silvestri was getting his phone call that another chef was walking into the room smoking over a bowl of produce.
I didn't catch that.
I love it.
Eagle eye there.
At the rinkside meeting, when Schnurr wanted to let everybody know that they should hear what Shoresy had to say to unite to a common goal and find out what the common enemy. I really felt like that's something that had Schnurr not been in the shot that Jim would have said. Jim number 3.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, that sounded to me like a Jim line word for word.
I feel like instead of fighting with each other, we should really be focusing on, that line. Yeah.
And the expression on Dolo's face when they find out that Gretzky watched him on TV, that cracked me up.
I do really love the line where Palmer says, "I hate fucking French." And Hitch says, "Well, I don't like fucking them either," but something like that. I thought that was a really well placed line there.
Yeah. What else? The shot in the strip club just after the gyms run past Shoresy and Nat. they kind of lingered on Shoresy and Nat for a moment, and I love just a hint of a smile on both their faces, like
it's working.
We got what we wanted.
Yeah,
let's go. What else? Here's my inner Victor.
Okay.
I've had enough of Jory Jordan.
Oh, really?
Ooh, okay.
I was on the fence with him to begin with, and he doesn't do anything anymore. I
think
I don't tune him out. But
in the last season, there were a couple of scenes with him that were kind of, because he was being really.
Oh, he went very crude.
Yeah, he was being kind of crude to the women. And this one here, I thought it was a kind of a return to form for him. But if you're not a Jory fan from the beginning, then I can see that. But I did find that this one here was him going back to what he was doing before that I enjoyed.
Yeah. When I did look up this episode, the cast, because I had to know the name of the plastic freak.
Right.
I noticed that strippers 1, 2, and 5 were listed, but 3 and 4 were not. So I'm kind of wondering what happened to them.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even look those up. I didn't even look them up. So it's weird. I looked up
CMS people.
I looked up Emily. I looked up freaking Kev and Santiago and George with a J, but not the strippers. But you're right, Victor. Like, yeah.
They failed.
You didn't call the Coulson and find out if they actually worked there?
No, I didn't.
They might.
The last scene, watching TV in the room, watching TV in the bar, back to watching TV in the room. The watching TV to drive the storyline seemed a little long to me.
Yeah. The last few episodes, there's been a lot of either looking at a TV or now Zoom meetings and stuff. There's a lot of lack of action so far in these first 3 episodes. Not a lot.
Very Letterkenny-ish.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that they're saving all the action for like a lot of hockey scenes later in this season.
Yeah.
Right. And like Matt, the looking at the camera, everybody at once. I went back and watched that probably half a dozen times myself.
Oh, it was so perfect.
Yeah.
They did that the other episode. Remember, I said he broke the 4th wall. Like it felt like he looked right at you.
Well, in that case, he was on TV addressing the camera. So I think he got away with this. Was very much like, we see you, like we're coming.
Yeah.
Is the way I interpret it.
Yeah. They're looking intensely at the camera going, we're ready. We're coming for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's all I've got.
All right, cool. Well, let's move on to ratings. Victor, you're up first. What rating would you give this? A fresh, clearance, or compost?
Well, just again, looking at my notes, there's kind of more notes that I would give to the writing team than positive. So for that but it's not to the point that I would stoop down to your nonsense and give it a compost. But I definitely, for me, it's a pretty easy clearance for this one.
Clearance, all right. Well, I was going to give this one a clearance, but since you gave it a clearance, I'm giving mine. No, I'm just kidding. So I'm going to say this. Like I said, there wasn't anything that was overly negative for this episode. There was a lot of like fun stuff there, but it's still, so far this season, I still haven't gotten either the level of funny or the level of heart. Other than that the Jack scene in episode 1, we haven't gotten back to that level of heart in Shoresy that we're used to, or the level of funny. So I'm going to give this one a clearance. Yes, there was still that Gretzky scene, but it was very short, so it didn't affect my rating there. I love to see Laura Moore back, and Jory was fun, and Mo was fun, but it's still not. It was just okay. This episode was just okay. Nothing put it over the top, so I'm giving it a clearance.
And before we move on, I just couple of things. So, so I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I didn't understand the line where he says, when Jory said he couldn't see how someone could procreate with somebody that white with somebody that black. I didn't understand that line at all. I don't know what he was going at, and maybe I just don't understand.
Yeah, that one. there was a couple of lines. There was like, all right, like they've already said they're adopted, so move on. Yeah.
And then poor Emily, shots fired at Emily because she wasn't attractive, figuratively or literally or.
Well, they didn't say. They just said that Kevin might be more attractive, but that's objective, I guess.
yeah, it's objective, but I do think that the whole thing with the room being kind of an issue here is problematic. It's like back to season 1. You guys are creating stories out of nonsense. It's not a cartoon. That's like, don't be a cartoon.
Okay,
right? You had Letterkenny. Don't be a cartoon.
By the way, Kevin, awesome in the live stream, says that Kev is the person who taught Kiso how to drive Zamboni for that episode in Letterkenny where he's driving the Zamboni. So it seems like Kevin is a Zamboni driver then. Okay, Matt, what do you give this episode?
So I'm not surprised by Victor's take on tonight. I'm not mad at it. I'm just not surprised. But Al, I actually thought you'd have a little more love for this one. I really liked it.
Okay.
I recognize the gaps that you guys are drawing attention to, but I mean, I think over time between Letterkenny, even the early seasons, these come. We just have to forgive them in the ridiculousness that they are. The room thing doesn't bother me. Like it's a gimmick that they're playing off of, and the basketball team is completely oblivious to why they're even upset, and they're just having their own argument with it's a one-sided argument. I actually think that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Now you know why your youngest is the way he is.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. But I mean, I thought this was a really well-balanced episode. It brought me some laughs. I thought there was some heartfelt moments. Like we had that opening thing with Laura Moore, which was, classic them, which we always love. How his opening up about his brother. I mean, those are some really heartfelt moments. I wish this was an episode 2 because I feel like, again, this story, we're halfway into the season now, and we're still just hearing about this EU. I wish they had already landed. But all that aside, and then all my comments about how beautifully put together I think this episode really was, it's a fresh.
Okay.
I actually thought, Al, you're going to be with me on this one. I
don't know. Again, Shoresy's set the bar so high that I don't want to just give away fresh. And this one here just feels like it's just not there. It's not there. It's good. It was really good.
I watched this, I watched this episode twice now. The first time it was like, okay, but as I really dialed in on this rewatch before we came on, I was really enjoying it. And I caught all those extra little things that just made me go, thank you. Like
you're a cheap date.
No, I appreciated the production side of this, man. And I know I've gotten nerdy and high on this stuff before in other episodes where I watch some of the shot choices and how they cut it. And that can be a tipping point for me. And this one I just thought was really well done.
All right.
So it's fresh.
Yeah. Tanya, what about you?
It's hard. The cold open was fantastic. I love seeing Eddie. But there wasn't enough. Like it was good, but it wasn't enough in order to make it a fresh. It's a clearance for me.
Okay. Dave, what about you?
I have clearance also.
Oh, okay. We have. Oh no, we don't have a Walmart unicorn because
Matt ruined it.
Matt ruined
God
the Walmart unicorn. No, it's all right. It's okay. All right. Okay. Cool. We're gonna move on.
I'm an island today.
We're moving on to MVPs. Victor, who would
is this what you feel like? Is this what you feel like all the time, Victor?
Yes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What do you give your MVP to this one?
Oh well, the MVP is easy. It's going to Eddie.
Okay.
I mean, the man's not an actor. He's a restaurant.
Half the people on this show aren't actors.
No, but he's the most not an actor.
Okay.
He's the biggest. He's the biggest non-actor, and I thought he did great.
Yeah, he was great. Yeah, of course he was. Yeah.
I was actually thinking about that. You know, like the baseline of who is on the show now are hockey players.
Yeah.
Like they're not actors, but we haven't seen any hockey.
I know it's
There hasn't been any hockey
kind of
yet.
very suspicious.
We've heard a lot of talk about hockey.
Yeah. Actually, of the hockey players, Delaney is probably one of the better actors I've noticed so far. He's been a lot of fun to watch, and he's Roy, right? Patrick Waugh's son?
Patrick Waugh's kid. Yeah.
I wonder why there hasn't been any hockey.
Again, maybe they're saving that budget for the last.
Don't you remember the no show folded?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah,
but
they have no one to play
still,
right now.
But still, like when they were like trying to raise Jack and stuff, like there could have been an opportunity there for hockey. And
there was a little scene
actually,
where
there was some hockey.
A little scene there.
My bad. When he was giving the wood to everybody.
Oh yeah,
that was a dream. That doesn't count.
But it's still they still had to shoot it. They still had to shoot the scene.
But in terms of hockey,
that was just a
in
fight,
real
though.
life,
There wasn't hockey.
So it's working.
Real
right?
life.
It's
Right.
working. You're sitting here asking what's in the box.
All right,
I'm not going to find out.
My MVP. I'm going to take a page out of Matt's book, and I'm also last week I gave my MVP to Ashley May because of the great hair design on Hitch when he came out from behind the couch. This time I'm going to give it to the art team, whether that's Danny Ellis or whoever the team is, because if you watch it again, all the little details in the different during the assembling the team part, the Zoom call, the background in Gord Gallant's office, because he's in Charlottetown, it's like there's like a fishing net and there's like East Coast kind of vibes in it, and the background in the Freezer twins, there's a picture of a cow because they're in Alberta, right? In Silvestri's kitchen, they're watching soccer on TV, like all the little details in all those scenes that they had to do, and there's a lot of scenes that they had to kind of dress up to make it look interesting and stuff like that. So kudos to the production team, the design team. I thought they did a good job in this episode, so I'm going to give them the MVP. Matt?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going the same route. It's and there's probably, I know there's a lot more to this, but it's Drew McLeod, and the cut on this was just so incredible. Honorable mention though to the intense stare that happened twice. So the final one, of course, was Chef's Kiss for me, but also when the fight breaks out in the bar and Nat and Shoresy are just staring at them. Nat's got this, oh my God, just love her. And that stare, she can look at me like that any day.
Cool.
I was a little disappointed that we didn't get a follow-up to Nat's
the gigolo.
Yeah, the gigolo.
Yeah,
because I thought she does. Is this a boy? So which nails home the point that that was a gigolo, and it's
so who
like
cares? It's probably Tinder. Who cares?
Maybe we'll see.
It was a booty call. She wanted
your
some
MVP
and she
was
got it.
Your MVP was Drew McLeod. The editing.
Yeah,
the editor?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. Tan, your MVP.
Laura Moore and Shoresy. Love them so much. Love her. Love that she got up and sat beside them. Loved that he said that she made him the happiest girl alive. I love Eddie saying the whole scene, cold open.
Was that the manifestation? Was that she would go over and sit next to him? Is that what I guess I missed it?
The manifestation's just the whole like they're going to move in together. Like he made that happen finally. Like,
are you sure?
Yeah, I think that's what.
Are you like 100% sure? Or that's what you think?
That's what I think. Like,
Tanya, what do you think?
I think I would love to hear Chad talk about this scene.
Chad, we miss you.
Oh, that's good.
All right. And Dave, your MVP?
Delaney.
Okay. Ooh. Yeah, why not?
Hey, fair. Yeah.
After I said, yeah, he's probably the so far of all the hockey players, the best actor or the most fun to watch anyway.
Well, this season we've kind of watched, over the whole course of the show, I guess, we've watched Shoresy change from his Letterkenny Shoresy man-child to growing up to be a man. And I kind of felt like Delaney in this episode was doing a miniature mirror of that, reaching down deep. He knows he's going to have to take a beating, but he knows that he has to do this to be a part of the team, and he knows he has to be a part of the team. So that's why I said Delaney.
Yeah, it's a good big growth opportunity for Delaney in this episode.
He took one for the team.
He absolutely did. Yeah. All right, cool. Great. Let's move on to
God. I'm nervous on these ones.
Questionable call.
All right, we have 2 this week. Let's start with the first one here.
Hey, Al. I've got a questionable call for you. During the last pod episode, you brought on another Justin, a ringer, if you would, who has a flashier job as a Shoresy Reddit mod. Much love to the other Justin, but I was here first. He needs to find another name, or I'll just have to be a sad trolley once again.
Oh, sad trolley. you're Justin 1, Justin. You're Justin number 1. And then we have another. Well, by the way, this time for the first time ever, we didn't get one from Jeff, but we got this one here.
And just when you're about to give this segment.
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
Hey, guys. It's your buddy Hank from Wisconsin. Long-time listener, first-time questionable caller. Go Packers. Al, I think you should give that Jeff guy his own segment. He sounds like a right honorable fellow. One smart cheesehead. He's easy on the eyes, too, from what I hear. Hey, I just want to say I get where people are coming from with the Gretzky thing. We here in Wisconsin know a thing or two about our sports heroes making some questionable calls in their personal lives. Our last guy liked to sit in dark rooms getting zoinked out of his mind on ayahuasca while dreaming up conspiracy theories. And the guy before him went on trial for defrauding the state of Mississippi out of welfare funds. But that was only after sexting pics of his bratwurst and cheese curds to people who I'm guessing immediately went vegan. Both were great players who got us rings. They were exciting to watch and are absolute Hall of Famers. But wow, do a lot of us prefer to look at the men they were and not the fish tabs they turned into. That's a Wisconsin thing. Look it up. Victor, I was going to give you a 2-minute minor for the fresh rating last week, but I changed it to a 5-minute major out of spite. Go Pack Go, and as always, fuck the Bears.
Bravo.
Apologies.
I love the voice on that one, Hank.
Apologies to all our listeners from Wisconsin. We had nothing to do with that.
Awesome. Send a man another t-shirt for that one.
Yeah. Well done there, Jeff. All right, I have a listener comment I want to read about last week's episode. Good grief. A whole batch of you were super triggered. A 40-second segment with literally the greatest hockey player ever had the panel in some sort of seizures. Then there was a bunch of discussion about how the episode wasn't funny. Well, the episode was about how the league folded. That wasn't supposed to be funny. It was supposed to raise the bigger question. Now what? Then the topic turned to the North American game versus the European game. It seemed like most of you missed all of that while your panties were in a bunch about Gretzky. Thanks to Victor for being the voice of reason on this one. That's from Steve on Facebook. Thank you, Steve, for listening. In my defense, I did bring up the whole North American game, and I said there's nothing wrong with it. We just saw a gold medal final between Canada and the U.S., so that part.
Also, in our defense, the show is listed as a comedy.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Steve. Yeah. Love you. Thanks for writing.
But anyway, so thank you, Steve, for listening and for sending. Well, he didn't send it that. He just did the comment on Facebook, but I had to read it because I figured I would give Victor a laugh. Somebody who agreed with him.
A scholar and a gentleman, Steve. You're doing what you're doing.
Let's. All right. All we have left is final comments here. Victor, you're up first.
Yeah, so this was lots of fun. Not as saucy as last time, but a fun evening nonetheless. And Dave, I have to say, we learned a little more about eggs today. So yes. I didn't call. I wouldn't have picked that on a bingo card. So I appreciate that. You seem like a good guy, and I'd go out egging with you any day.
Oh, geez. Yes. Dave, thank you for joining us today. I hope you had a good time. It was fun having you here. Again, congratulations on your nuptials. And thank you for joining us. And I'm glad you were able to join us because I know it was a little bit of in doubt. You didn't know whether you're going to be able to or not. But we're happy that you did. And that even though you missed your nap, we were able to get this hopefully in a tight 90 minutes so that you can go to bed at a good time. Matt?
Yeah, this is fun. I've already got my whole new carton of eggs inside and a flashlight that I'm going to be digging out. And that's all I'll be spending our post-production tonight. Thank you. But no, this is a lot of fun. Dave, such a pleasure, man. You come back anytime, my friend. I'm glad this episode, was a little less risque than last one. Risque is not the word. What's a good one to go with? I don't know. This was a little lighter, and it was a fun one. I wish you guys were a little more on my page because I think I'm right, but that's okay. I can live with that. So thanks, guys.
All right, Tan.
Dave, thank you so much for tonight. I loved everything you said, and thank you for answering all my questions. I think you need to come back at Easter when it's egg season. I think that just would be appropriate, so we can ask. So I can ask.
Is
more
that
questions.
like your Super Bowl Easter? Is that when you're like busiest? You know.
It kind of varies between Easter and Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Does the grading process matter around Easter? Because knowing that so many people are just coloring them.
No, not really.
Sorry, just I know we at least waste an entire carton every year.
Yeah.
I'll have you know that eggnog is my favorite beverage in North America.
There you go. Were you done? I don't know where to go with that.
She's wondering what about when you're not in North America? Then it would be Goggle Mogul.
Yeah.
There you go.
I just have way too many thoughts.
No.
Oh, hey, I have a good egg fun fact for you, Dave. So when we were in Portugal last summer, we found out that the nuns used to use the egg yolks for their dessert, and they used to use the egg whites to clean their the white of the what's that called?
A habit?
Yeah. They used to use the egg white to clean their habit. And they used to use, and then they had all these yolks left over. So that's where they made this dessert.
Yeah,
What's the dessert?
Olives molds, but that's
he does the. I can't do that part. He does that part.
Yeah.
So there's your egg fun fact, if you didn't know that one already. But anyways, I digress.
It
Dave,
was
it was great.
excellent.
Thank you. This was always so much fun, and thank you for your patience while I had gone in and out.
All right, Dave.
Thank you, all of you, for having me. I had a great time. I've listened as a lurker for so long and just hadn't worked out schedule-wise for me to be here. I'm glad we finally got to get together.
All right. Well, we appreciate you coming on. Now we're going to play us off here with a song from this episode called "The Music Began to Play" by Mark Knight and Armand Van Helden. Here we go. Where's my mouse? There it is. And that's all we have for this episode. Next week, we recap review episode 4 of Shoresy, Practice How You Play, with our good buddy Charlie. Until then, if you'd like to support the podcast, become a patron or tell a friend. Also follow us on Blue Sky at ProtoSandPod.com. Thanks for joining us. Now we're going to the after party with our buddy Dave. On behalf of Dave, Tanya, Matt, Victor, and myself, thank you for listening. Have a great week.